Okay, well, if you guys are a subscriber, you saw a video not too long ago I did of exporting tractors back out at his place. I talked to him a little bit today, just now when we were loading up. He doesn't like to be on camera, and I understand that. I don't much like to be on camera myself. But the name of his business, his exporting business, is Osage Iron. You can find him on Facebook, I think. But he does all kind of exporting and stuff, and he deals in antique farm equipment mostly. He does newer stuff too. I think he ships sports cars and stuff even. But the Plows here, he had a really big load of, he bought one old boy out, and I think he said there were 79 plows altogether. This is getting toward the very end of it. This is what was left after he sold piecemeal out of them. So I told him I'd take a handful of them. And, he kind of made me a deal, because I think there's 6 of them here altogether. And I wasn't bashful about it. I said, well, I'm going to take them home and take some parts off of some of them and see if I can make good plows out of some of them, and other ones, probably most of them will be just yard art. So we went down the line here, and this is a John Deere single bottom. It's missing the plow, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not real good on all these terms and stuff. I got a lot to learn here. But it's missing like the whole plow fixture off of the end of the beam there. This is a John Deere 2 bottom though, and I'm thinking, he pointed out this one has some damage on this bottom, but he pointed out that, this one is missing the wheel as well. Maybe I could take this whole plow head off of this one and put it on that single bottom. So I made use this one for a parts plow. This is, he told me as we were loading them up what they were, and I wrote on them. This is an Oliver 2 bottom plow here, and it is also, it's on steel wheels, so got a little bit of issue with this one here, but I don't know, maybe that's supposed to be like that. That's just really weird how that axle and wheel set sideways. I don't know, maybe that's I guess I could see that if it was meant to ride down in furrow or whatever. Anyhow, this is a David Bradley, is that a single bottom? Yep, that's a David Bradley plow, single bottom, and this is an Oliver 2 bottom plow. And he said this is missing clevis, I think he called it on that. And then finally, ran out of room on the trailer, so we put the last one in the back of the truck, and this is another John Deere 2 bottom. Well, we got them all home. I got them all unstrapped. Didn't have no issues on the ride home, so that was a great thing. Now, I'm going to get on Kubota. This is a 2016 model. It's an MX 5200 hydrostat. And really the only thing I've done with this thing since we brought it home is we rode it around the yard a few times. So I'm going to see about putting that chain to use. I'll see if I can get some video. Put this one over here with that other parts plow, for now anyhow. That's the other John Deere 2 bottom plow I've already had. I brought that home from, well, Nick is my buddy's name, the one with the Osage Iron exporting. Brought that home from Nick. I think in a previous video you might have seen that. Park this one, we're gonna park this one over here. here you can see what I was talking about. That's where that's where the plow should bolt up here. So I may be able to even get one off of this plow here, use it for a donor. I don't know. We'll have to look at it. Got a 20-foot chain here. Picked this up when I had that crawler loader. I was dragging a few trees, and the old chains that I had weren't up to the task. And the crawler was a very powerful machine. I didn't have any chains that could keep up with it. So I picked these up off of eBay. Was the cheapest place I found these. These are 3/8. I think they're called a grade 70. They got like a gold sort of a, I don't know, like a tint or a plating or something. It wears off pretty quick when you start using them. But they're that color. I guess they're easily identified then by DOT for trucking. So it has to be grade 70, I guess, for use on the road, you know, to bind your loads and stuff for truck drivers. And the cheapest place I found them was on eBay. I picked up, I think, the best deal I could find. They were really expensive for that kind of chain at Tractor Supply or any of the, you know, hardware stores or anything. Normally wouldn't even carry a grade 70. But I got those on eBay and got a really good deal. I can't tell you what I paid for them, but it was like half price for what I'd have paid anywhere else. So if you're looking for a good heavy chain, that's where to get them. So we'll drive back over here and see about getting another one. Throttle it up a little bit, get it up over 1,000, get a good flow to the pump for the hydrostat drive. We loaded them all from this side, so I'm going to try to unload them all from this side and try to keep from getting anything snagged up on you know, other plows. So the next one we're going to get is a 2-bottom John Deere. And Nick called those, I think he called that a slot plow. He said that's for like sticky clay ground and stuff. So it would stick to a normal moldboard plow, I guess, but it won't stick to these slotted plows as bad. Trying to get the edge of my bucket centered up with about the center of the beams, because the edge of my bucket is where the chain's gonna hang from. Hydrostat, I'm not really worried about setting a parking brake or anything. Shouldn't go anywhere on its own. Alright guys, so this is gonna take me 2 hands, but I'm gonna go ahead and same thing as we did with the last one. I'm just gonna wrap the chain around there, nothing fancy. I'm gonna wrap it around a couple times, and that'll hopefully keep it from sliding around. So you can see I got it wrapped around, not just one time, but I wrap it around and hopefully it'll kind of cinch down and stay there in the center. Nick gave me that piece of advice, and that seems like pretty sound advice. Otherwise that chain wants to slide on that axle or whatever you want to call that rod. This plow here, this might be another donor plow. I don't know. It's kind of rough. The handle's bent up. I don't even know what you call that rod there. That's bent pretty bad. I've got a international plow over there in the yard already that I drug up out of the a fence row from Mom and Dad's neighbor. And I know it might be a kind of a sacrilegious thing to do, but it needs this drawbar here. It's got these C-clamps here, whatever you want to call that apparatus, but it doesn't have anything forward to that. And I may see if I could take parts off of this John Deere plow and put them on that international plow. So I'm sure there's a lot of guys would love to see that. I would love to see that. As a matter of fact, if I did that, I'd probably paint the rest of the plow red and blue like International was back then, and I'd probably paint the tongue green and yellow or something. That would get a lot of looks. But anyhow, let's see about picking this thing back up here. see I'm getting hung on that other plow already, so I'm gonna back away and see if I can get that axle off of it. It's really hung on that other fender too, I think, of the trailer. There we go. Well, I can tell already I'm gonna need more weight on this tractor. This tire here is spinning. The other tire ain't turning. I'm gonna lock the differential back here. And now I got both of them spinning. I need some more weight on the back of this tractor. It's got ballast in the tires, but apparently that ain't enough. So, alright guys, well I'm gonna put both hands on the tractor here and pay more attention to what I'm doing and fooling with this phone to make a video. And I will catch you guys up here after a while. This is pretty mundane stuff, just picking junk up off the trailer, so nothing really worth watching, I guess. Alright guys, well this is that bottom on that plow. He was talking about that end is broke off of that one, so maybe use that other bottom on this 2-bottom plow for, you know, maybe use this plow as a donor for that single bottom plow that we just took off. You know, since this one's broke, maybe use the other bottom. Well, then I just went ahead and broke that one off too, so it got snagged up on the bucket. I wasn't paying attention. When I lowered it down, it got in the bind, and it don't take much to break them. So that idea just went flying right out the window. We'll get this unhooked, get the rest of that stuff off the trailer. Okay, well now it's beeping at me. The top light is staying on solid. The bottom one now has got to pee like it wants me to set the parking brake. So I hit that button, hit the button on the left, and the light went out. Well, now it's quit beeping at me. I don't know, we'll see what happens here. Well, the lights all went out. I can hear just a little bit of change in the engine noise. So, I mean, I'm out here using the tractor. So I never did park it and set the parking brake or nothing. Lights all went out. So, this here stays on until regen is complete. So, I'm guessing that the regen is complete. I'm gonna idle it down. I kind of hate running it up that high if I don't have to. I don't know how often this thing does that, but that was first for me. You can see the trailer's parked over there. We got them all off the trailer. Disconnected the trailer, pulled it up a little bit. The last one is this John Deere 2-bottom in the back of the truck. So pull the tractor up next to the truck. Plan is to lift the plow straight up and have it clear of everything, and then I'm gonna hop in the truck, pull it forward. That's the plan. So we'll see how that works out. See if we can not break the back window out of the truck. Get it up off that tailgate, I'm gonna go drop the tailgate. Maybe. Let's see if I can get that tailgate down. Maybe not. This might be a two-handed operation here. Well, we got the tailgate down. So far, so good. That far wheel is still in the bed of the truck. It's still touching, so I'm gonna try to lift up a little bit more. Pull forward a bit. Try to get pressure away from the truck. There we go. Let's see what we can do with this. Okay, looks like it's tongue sitting on the tailgate, but everything else is free. Alright. Let's see if we can not damage the truck here. Okay. Well, if you guys have seen my other videos of unloading plows out of the back of the truck, that ain't how I used to do it. This tractor's pretty handy so far. I think I'm gonna rehook that thing. It's got way too much weight on the end. Kind of backing up as I let it down. And it's on the ground. Okay guys, I'm gonna rehook this and haul it over there with the rest of it. Well, we got them all unloaded. There's this one, and this one come off today, along with the 3 that are sitting out there by the road. Those are for sale. Those are 2 Olivers and a David Bradley. I'm going to keep the John Deeres back here and do what I can to make this single bottom good plow using parts from these other 3 if I can. And I don't know, I might even keep that. I got a John Deere H in the barn there, and I might want to use that behind that John Deere H. I don't know. It's overall in pretty decent condition. So that was the adventure for today, guys. If you like this video, click that like button, that thumbs up button. If you want to see more videos of me doing stuff with these plows, I got one in the barn, or in the garage there. That's number 52, which is, I think, the same as these other 3. These 3 here are all number 52s, and I think that one's a number 52 as well. I just got my parts yesterday in the mail from Tyler the Plow Guy. He sells rebuild parts for the clutch on those. So if you like this video, click that subscribe button. You'll get to see the video that I'm doing on that one too. So until the next video, guys, keep on tinkering.